Greetings and welcome to this week's edition of One Big Thing. Kurt Goulding here, and today's One Big Thing is Wasde. What did the government have to say anyway? Well, going to raise more corn, but it's going to get consumed by the ethanol market. Oh yeah, well, these high gas prices. And exports, well, they should be less. Current sales and liftings are poor is the best description of them. And they should be running at peak times and volumes right now because of its harvest. The greatest amount of grain is available at its cheapest prices. So, exports down, ethanol up. But I really question that ethanol production is going to expand as much as the government is going to because, oh yeah, we have high gasoline prices. And what happens? Oh yeah, people don't want to drive. They can't afford to. Filled up my car, it's over $40 for my little 12-gallon gas tank. And a year ago, I was doing it for less than 20. It's like, okay, come on. There is going to be an impact. High prices cure high prices. So we've got gasoline at $5 out in California and Hawaii. It's in the low $3 range here in the western Missouri. But as you go out, my son out in western New York, it's $3.60 a gallon. And that impacts people's paychecks and money that's available to spend. So I think the demand for gasoline is going to peak. And, there just won't be the demand to consume the ethanol that the government thinks. They sometimes forget that price plays a part in all of this. Now, globally, we expect, 3 million tons more production. We're going to expect some more demand, and we're going to carry out another 1.5 million tons. Globally, we're going to increase carry out. So that's a good thing. We aren't going to be quite so tight. And then we've got to talk about South America. What's going on in South America? Well, it's raining. And geez, the crop's going in. It's looking good, but you got to remember, this is La Nina. And if La Nina goes exactly as it's supposed to, then once it quits raining, it will never rain again. But we're not sure when it's going to stop raining. So both corn and beans, they're getting planted, looking good. Now, as we look at soybeans and what's going on there, government reduced U.S. production. They took the yields down just a bit, and the greenies are forcing us to do uneconomical vegetable oils for fuel, and this is driving prices up, and basic fats are not available to the poor people and to the poor people in emerging markets. Come on, let's get a grip. How caring is that? Now, Brazil is planning a massive crop, 144 metric tons or larger. I'm betting it's going to be closer to 150. And here's the real interesting thing, is the Chinese have already booked shipments out of Brazil for December. And normally, they don't take anything until generally February, maybe last 10 Jan. So, where are we going to go? Nowhere. And we're going to go there fast. So we're coming into the holiday season here in the U.S., Thanksgiving coming up in another 2 weeks. And, farmers are not selling very much. They're selling very good financially. Global carryouts increasing for both corn and beans, so we're not really stressed about that. So let's hurry up and wait for January and that early harvest activity out of Brazil, out of the north part of the country. And what happens with that total southern hemisphere crop development? I think corn's going to continue to trade $5 to $6. And soybeans they're about maxed out, $12.50, that's it. And they could trade down to $11.50 or even ultimately lower. So, until next time, happy trading.